Hey news fans out there, welcome to this week's edition of News Blast, your go-to show for the coolest news from around the world made just for you. I'm your host, Newser, and today we're diving into the big stories from last week, May 18th to May 24th, 2025. We've got exciting stuff to share, everything from world events to sports and even some history facts to blow your mind. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's blast off with the news. First up, let's zoom around the globe. In Poland, on May 18th, people voted for a new president. Two candidates, Rafał Trzaskowski and Karol Nawrocki, were super close, each getting about 30% of the votes. This election is important because Poland helps keep Europe safe, especially with a war nearby in Ukraine. Next, on May 23rd, Disney Plus announced a new show called Delusion coming in 2026. It's set in 1935 Korea, with romance, mystery, and even vampires, starring Suzy and Kim Sen-ho. Kids might love imagining a spooky adventure in an old city. Over in Portugal, a group called Chega won 22.6% of the votes in an election on May 18th. This means more people chose them to help make decisions for their country, which is a big deal for picking leaders. On May 20th, Canada's new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, met with US President Donald Trump to talk about teamwork between their countries, like trading goods and keeping North America strong. Now let's check out what's happening in the US. President Trump announced new tariffs on May 23rd, including a 25% tax on some smartphone makers like Apple and Samsung, unless they build phones in the US. This could make phones more expensive, but it's meant to help American workers. New Jersey was named the #1 state for education in 2025. Their schools are great at teaching kids, with high preschool enrollment and awesome test scores. They're helping students shine bright. On May 21st, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa visited the White House with famous golfers Ernie Els and Retief Goosen. They discussed building stronger ties between their countries, making their friendship even better. The U.S. is considering giving families $5,000 for every new baby to help buy things like diapers and toys. This plan helps parents raise happy, healthy kids. On May 22nd, Walmart announced plans to update its tech teams. Unfortunately, this meant they let go of about 1,500 workers in order to help make their business run smoother. This change will help them focus on new ways to serve customers. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is updating food rules to make it easier for kids to choose healthy snacks like apples or yogurt. These guidelines help you pick foods to stay strong and energized. Time for some tech talk. On May 20th, Google announced their Gemini app has 400 million users every month. It's a tool that helps you find answers or learn new things, like a super smart library on your phone. Google and Warby Parker also teamed up on May 20th to create AI-powered smart glasses set to launch after 2025. These glasses can show cool info, like directions or fun facts, right in front of your eyes. Last week, Apple announced the schedule and details for its upcoming Worldwide Developers Conference 2025. The announcement, made on May 20th, 2025, highlighted that the conference will run from June 9th to June 13th, 2025. The conference will offer over 100 technical sessions, hands-on labs, and opportunities for developers to interact with Apple engineers and designers. Here's a space story. On May 24th, NASA warned about a huge asteroid zooming toward Earth at 14 kilometers per second. Don't worry, it won't hit us. Scientists are tracking it to keep our planet safe. Let's talk about staying healthy. The U.S. is updating food rules to help kids choose snacks like fruit or yogurt to stay strong and full of energy. On May 22nd, health officials started checking that toys and playgrounds are safe for kids. These efforts make sure your playtime is fun and worry-free. Experts also shared tips this week to help kids sleep better, like avoiding screens before bed. Good sleep helps you feel ready for school and play every day. Sports fans, this one's for you. In the NHL playoffs, the Florida Panthers beat the Carolina Hurricanes 6-2 on May 24th in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Final. They scored 5 goals in one period, led by stars like Seth Jones and Brad Marchand, moving closer to the Stanley Cup. The NHL is hosting free hockey clinics for kids across the U.S. during the playoffs, teaching you how to skate and shoot pucks. You can try hockey and meet players, feeling like part of the team. Golden State Warriors player Moses Moody had thumb surgery on May 21st, but he'll be back for basketball camp. His hard work will help him return stronger for the next season. Now, let's take a trip through time for some cool history facts from May 18th to May 24th. These are big moments that happened on these dates in the past. On May 18th, 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte was named Emperor of France. He became a powerful leader who made big changes in Europe. On May 19th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe sang Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy at a huge event in New York. It was a super famous performance that everyone talked about. On May 20th, 1873, Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis got a patent for blue jeans with copper rivets. That's when jeans were born, and now they're a favorite for kids everywhere. On May 21st, 1881, Clara Barton started the American Red Cross to help people during emergencies like floods or fires. On May 22nd, 1843, thousands of people began the Great Migration to Oregon, traveling in wagons to find new homes in the West. On May 23, 1934, Bonnie and Clyde, famous outlaws, were caught by police in Louisiana, ending their wild adventures. On May 24, 1844, Samuel Morse sent the first telegraph message, saying, "What hath God wrought?" It was the start of fast communication, kind of like the very first text message. Were birthdays. On May 18, 1970, comedian Tina Fey was born. She's super funny in shows like 30 Rock. On May 18, 1952, country singer George Strait was born, singing hits like Amarillo by Morning. On May 18, 1983, football star Vince Young was born, leading teams to big wins. On May 20, 1946, singer Cher was born. She's still making awesome music. On May 20th, 1972, rapper Busta Rhymes was born, creating cool songs. On May 20th, 1968, actor Timothy Olyphant was born, starring in fun shows like Justified and The Mandalorian. On May 22nd, 1970, model Naomi Campbell was born, walking runways around the world. That's it for this edition of News Blast. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay all caught up on the news. This is Newser, signing off. Stay curious, everyone.